my God. You guys are like blowing the whole thing up. Oh, that's actually so cool. Yo, what's up, guys? Oh, that's actually so cool. Yo, what's up? How's everybody doing? Um, you guys have been wanting me to go live on YouTube, so I guess this is like the first one. This is the first one, so like, what's good? Sheesh. Okay, I like the love. I like the love. I like the love. I like the love. I'm fucking with the love. Where's everybody watching from? Is it too late? It's like 8 o'clock. I'm not gonna lie. It's 8 p.m. What's up, guys? Somebody said Australia, Vancouver, London, 2 a.m. Oh my God, watching at 2 a.m. is diabolical. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so I think I should move this like towards this way and this towards this way. Indiana. I used to live in Indiana so long ago. All right, so I'm looking over here because my second monitor is over here, but I think I might end up moving it here. The only problem is I have my like light right here that you see. I got to figure this whole thing out, like this whole like streaming thing, because you guys wanted me to stream. So it's like, okay, I guess. I don't know if I can do them in the morning now. I'm not gonna lie, because I stay up all night. I go to sleep, bro. I go to sleep at like 4 and I wake up at like 9. Yeah, I'll probably go to sleep at like 3 a.m., 4 o'clock, and then I'll wake up at 9. I'll check the charts. Really, if nothing hits my alert, I pretty much never really get on the charts unless something hits my alert. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much my day. Literally, I stay up all day, or like my mornings. So basically around like 8, 9, I wake up, check the chart. If nothing really hit the alert, I'm not gonna check. I'll probably go run some errands because normally I always have things to do in the morning, and it just be random miscellaneous things. And then around like 12, maybe 1 o'clock, I go boxing training. So I go to boxing training for like 3 to 4 hours. Traffic, I probably get home by like 6, 7. Let me chill. But I get home around like 6 or 7. And then yeah, like that'd be my day when I'm at the crib. That's like when I'm at the crib. Like these past couple of weeks, I've been trying to stay at the crib, but I just like I always have this urge to travel. Like I'm a world traveler, bro. Like I don't like being at home at all. So I'm going to try to be more active with this like whole streaming thing when I can. When I can. We don't have a schedule yet, but when I can. And it's only because see, with me, the problem is like being a swing trader is so hard to post like every day, or it's so hard to post something so you guys can learn. Because there's not always something going on every day, and it's like kind of hard to like really explain to you what you should be doing on a day-to-day basis. But it's like one of those things like, okay, once a trade happens, like it's easy for me to explain like, oh, do this or look for this and look for that, right? Kind of like today. I sent something out on my story. I sent something out on my story yesterday, but it was an indication. But you guys are like, oh, I want to see what does it look like when you see an indication? What does it look like when you see a correction? Because I never show that because I always show the continuation so everybody can jump in and get into the trade and make money. But when I show like the before, everybody's just like fucking confused. So I need to work on that part. I need to work on the indication and correction part and showing you guys what it looks like so that way you're not like psyched out. But somebody said, "Where's the cat?" Let me see actually. Yo, hush, 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 hush. They don't want to be held right now. But here's both my cats. But these cats are expensive, bro. I love them to death, but bro, fucking maintenance for these cats. Yeah. So this is the first live stream since what 2000 freaking. I think I did one last year. I think I did. I don't remember though. I think I did one last year. Somebody said pull up to Australia. I want to go to Australia, but what is it to do in Australia? But isn't it all right to day trade too based off the 1 hour indication? I mean, that's up to you guys. I've definitely seen like a lot of people on TikTok say like, oh, this is ICC on the 15-minute time frame. This is ICC on the 1 hour. Whatever. I mean, because I still use the 1 hour time frame. It's just the reason why you haven't seen me post the 1 hour time frame as much as I used to is because these trends that we're on now are a little bit more complex in a sense. Like it's way more complex than just all right. So look, I'm gonna show you. So if we're on the 1 hour time frame, this is essentially all we're seeing right here, right? This is all we're seeing. But this is not the whole story of everything, right? This right here is not the whole story. Like right now, let's say if I was to look at this and be like, okay, price is bullish, price is building up to be bullish. And then all this is setting me up for a lower high or something on the 4 hour time frame. And that's what has been the story for gold for the past, what, couple months? Like I've been using the 4 hour time frame since August. Yeah, since August, September. Yeah, so right around September, I started trading on gold because I didn't trade gold. Yeah, I didn't trade gold until like pretty much August, September. And then I switched over to looking at the 4 hour because I avoided all this noise. Like all this right here is just straight noise. Like all this was noise, noise, noise. But on the 1 hour time frame, it probably would have been a higher high or something, or a lower low or something that would have confused me. Honestly, I just like trading off the 4 hour right now because it avoids like all the noise. Like today, nothing really affected me. Like I wasn't like, I was like, okay, price is buying, but it was like 4 hour just broke a low. So this is cool. Like I'm cool. I'm chilling. And like I said in a video on Telegram, there's this level that price has to break above. I think what people do a lot when it comes to trading is they're kind of like more focused on like the actual day. And I'm like more of like, okay, where are we going for the next couple of weeks? That's what I'm focused on. Like I'm gonna make money every single day if I know where the market is going in general. If that makes sense. Why did I stop trading NASDAQ? I stopped trading NASDAQ back in May last year because of the Trump manipulation. When he was telling everybody to buy stocks and then he would pump the market and then he'll tell everybody, oh, you should sell, and everybody would sell. I'm not trading that. I'm not trading that. And I still don't want to trade it now. Like NASDAQ is on my watch list, but it's nothing appealing to me as much as gold. Like gold is more appealing to me than NASDAQ is, for sure. Because remember, this is August. This is when I started trading gold. Like right around this level is when I started trading gold. And look what gold has done since then, right? We had price buying up, and all these, this is the daily time frame. So there's higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. So it's pretty easy, right? It's literally pretty easy to do that. And I'm just buying. There's moments where you could possibly sell, but at this point, I'm just buying and holding price. And then price got up to here, stalled a little bit, all-time highs, and then it dropped. And then I'm pretty sure we took sales on this. And then it started buying again. Now, if this is August 13th, we go to NASDAQ and we go look at NASDAQ's August 13th. So right around this level. So right around here, right? From here, NASDAQ dropped a little bit, pushed up, stayed in consolidation. So this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is like this is like 20, almost a month. It's like that's like 25 days, almost 25 days before price finally broke out and started to actually move. And then when it actually moved, it only moved for like 1 month before we had something happen where it was like, okay, what is going on? So it's a little, as you can see, there's a difference in trading, gold and then trading Nasdaq. So I prefer trading gold right now. Right now. Okay, you guys are spamming, and that shit is annoying. Annoying. Not annoying. Annoying. I'm joking. But it's annoying though. Can you stop spamming? What do I think about BTC now? I mean, I don't really think too much about it. I mean, it's still kind of just sitting there. It's nothing to really go off of. We have two lower highs in this market now on the daily time frame. So if price ends up pushing under this, I feel like I made a video about this. If price ends up pushing under this level, then we could see price continue to go down back to these lows and still to be bearish, but nothing really is happening. Like literally nothing's happening on the market right now. Like this month, like February hasn't really did too much. So there's not like much you can really think about it. You're just waiting for levels to break. Then once levels break, then we can start kind of getting into it. But for the meantime, there's nothing you could do. Like there'll be like beginner traders trying to trade this and they'll make some money here, they'll lose some money there. But I try to be a perfectionist, bro. I don't like losing. I don't like losing at all. So it's like I don't nitpick, but I definitely pick my trades very carefully. So I don't just jump into anything and everything just because the charts is moving. Like I couldn't do that to myself. Um, January was great. January was really great. If I'm not mistaken, January, yeah, it was really great. Hold on. Yeah, January we had the second. Oh no, this is still February. What am I talking about? January we traded. So look, let me see here. Trying to figure out how to work this. All right, cool. All right, so January was calm. January we had that first trade that we got into, which was retarded. Matter of fact, that's actually what's happening now. Hold on, I'm gonna show this again. So where was it? We kind of got faked out. Yeah, it was here. All right, boom. So this is what happened. So I could really just show it on there, but that's cool. It's whatever. So coming into New Year's here, right around here. So New Year's. So price had made this high. So it made a lower high. So here, lower high, then a lower low. So in my eyes, I was like, okay, price is selling. Boom, lower high, lower low. Price came up here, reject it, right? Reject it and started to build back down. Now, what I should have did was I should have waited for price to break below these lows, but instead I kind of took the gun to just just take the sell, and then ended up getting tapped out. So price ended up making a higher low and then pushing higher. Right? What I could have did two things in this scenario. I could have waited for another lower high, so price could have made a lower high and then pushed down again, because then that's two lower highs back to back, and price is breaking these lows. Really, you would want to see these lows getting broken, because it still can be buyers here even with this, but two lower highs is definitely good, like a good confluence to kind of help you. If you get two lower highs and a break of a low, that's definitely telling you like, yo, this is where you sell. But the entry is always going to come from price taking out buyers. Like whenever you're selling, it's always going to be, where's buyers getting taken out of, And then whenever you're buying, it's like where a seller's getting taken out of. So here, sellers got taken out. Price ended up making a new high, corrected, and then that's when we took the second trade, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. On the 11th. Oh no, we didn't take that. Oh yes, no, we didn't. Oh yes, we did. We took it here. We took it right around here, the break of this high. Yeah, I actually, matter of fact, I do remember this. Yeah, we took it right when price opened up, so right around here. Price had bought up, and to be honest, I think with this one, I think I was just using the fact that price already had made the higher low, and then the next level of sellers were here. I think that's what I was just going based off of. The next level of sellers was here, and then I just took a risk with, you know, wanting price to push up higher. I think that was more riskier than anything, to be honest. I told him to stop. I told him to stop spamming in the chat, and he didn't do it anyways. All right, let me read some of these. I'm new to ICC. Are the last few days of the chart considered consolidation? Can somebody help me? Can anybody help me? Like, wait, what do you mean? Who's the girl from my trading view profile? Wait, I don't see blue in here. I don't see blue in here. Yo, what's good? He said, does the scam allegations ever bother me? Fuck no. Pull up to Canada. Sassy sigh. How am I sassy? Wait, what did I do? What did I do? I was just in Canada. I was in what's it called? I was just snowboarding out there. What is that place called? I just forgot. Starts with a W. Forgot. Wait. This is going too fast. Hold on. I gotta learn how to read this. No, I'm not sassy, bro. I'm not sassy, bro. Calm down, bro. This shit is going hella fast. um. All right, so yeah, nothing. Look, online is online. Like that's online. Like you can't affect me outside of this. It's like I've been doing this for 5 years, and it's just like nothing bothers me to this point because like I just know, no ego, but I just know the people that hate me. I'm like 10 times like way up here. I'm just like way up here. Pull up to Australia. I said, what do I do in Australia? Come to Vegas. Vegas is ass. I'm not gonna lie. I can slow it down. How do I do that? Vegas is trash. I'm not gonna lie. I went to Vegas. All there is to do there now, don't. It's like fake LA. That's what it reminds me of. Like fake LA. Just a lot more gambling. Don't get me wrong. Like for the people that live in Vegas, like it just reminds me of fake LA. Who's the person in the corner? Yo, don't do that, bro. That's scary as fuck. Oh, you're talking about on here. Oh, bro, I got scared as fuck. Um, why do you use unregulated broker to hold $100 million? I don't use an unregulated broker. I use a regulated broker. Bro loves Atlanta. Yeah, Magic City is my second home. Magic City is definitely my second home. Let's see here. Do I have a Discord? Yes. Take a chill pill. Yeah. Cause it's definitely quiet in the crib, bro. It's quiet as hell in my house, bro. There's no should I wait till 18 to the trade? I mean, you should just trade in general at whatever age you are and then like get a live so you should like practice. So I would even start like a demo or something, practice. And then once you turn 18, you should be, it depends on what age you are now. If you're like 17, practice up until you're 18 and then start trading. But if you're like 15, 16, I would definitely just start practicing now. And then once you turn 18, then make a live account. And then also save, like work a job while you're 16, 15, 16, work a job, save up your money. And then once you're 18, you should have enough to even start your first live account. I want to move this here so you guys can like see me here. Hold on one sec. Oh, bro, I have to unscrew it. Oh, that's crazy. I'm not doing that. Let's see. Trap until you're ready for a real account. I mean, I wouldn't say you have to trap, but save up your money until you get into a real account. Because I tell people all the time, like your first real account or like your real account, like you're like ready to start trading should be around like really $2,000, $1,000, $2,000. So that way, when you do risk, let's say like something like I risk 10%. I always risk 10% because when I get the return out of a 1 to 3 or 1 to 4, it's going to be 30% of what I've already risked. So if I'm risking 100K, I know I'm coming out with 300 to 400K. And then mind you, I swing trade. So sometimes the risk to reward is not always going to be 1 to 4. It might be 1 to 10 or 1 to 20, or it might be 1 to 7, so I just look at it that way. That's also why people don't really like the numbers that I make, the numbers that I do. I don't think it's not crazy to me because all I'm doing is just risking capital. It's just all numbers at the end of the day. It's all math. Like if I have a 100K account and let's say I risk 25K, a 1 to 3, that's 100K. And then let's say I use that 100K and risk 50K this time, or a 1 to 4 is 100K, or wait, matter of fact, no, that's right, yeah. I was gonna say, why is my math not mathing? But yeah, even from then, 100K in profit, then you can even use 50K of that, especially if you know what you're doing. And I've shown you guys time again that I know what I'm doing. So 50K, 1 to 4 again, and then you make 200K. So now you're 300K in profit. All the shit is just numbers, bro. I don't know why it'd be like psyching some people out, like, oh my God, how is that even possible? Like, it doesn't, like, that's why it just never affects me. That's like, even when people say like, oh, there's just no way. Like, I just be like, I'd be looking at them like, bro, what? Let me see. What if the correction is short? The correction can still be short. You're just still waiting for the same thing. Like, you would still wait for a price to. So even, let's say if price is bullish, right? If price is bullish and then it goes on a correction, even if the correction is short, let's say the correction is short, you're still going to have this inside of there on a different time frame, on a smaller time frame. You're still going to have this movement right here on a smaller time frame. So it wouldn't even matter. Matter. It wouldn't even matter. I said matter. It wouldn't even matter though. If the continuation happens during an Asian session, would you trade it? It depends. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I feel like I can wait. Like if it's not too big of a deal, like let's say a price push down now, I wouldn't be too like pressed about it. I don't think it will push down that, but it could. It could. Anything can happen. It can go higher. It can go lower. Anything can happen. But if it went like Asian session and started pushing down now, I don't think I would be bothered by it because sometimes New York session will give me that push back up and correction before it goes back down. But it just depends. It's trading, so it's just like you just do whatever feels right with you. Like if you want to take the continuation during Asian session, be by it, right? Just know that gold moves more during New York session than anything. I seen this TikTok where people was like saying trade gold in an Asian session. But I feel like that's more for scalpers. More for like scalpers. Somebody was saying that on TikTok and I was like, they might be right. It's good for scalpers in the Asian session. The 15-minute isn't reliable for correction. What do you mean by that? Explain entries. Entries is very easy. Matter of fact, I just explained it almost. So when it comes to entries, all you're doing is waiting for somebody to be taken out. So if you're looking for a buy entry, all you're doing is waiting for a level that sellers have been broken. So like sellers are here, right? So this is like where sellers are at. Price pushes down, creates a higher low, pushes past this, right? So this initial move is telling you like, hey, sellers are weak at this point and buyers are going to run right through it. So then you're going to wait for a correction. And then this correction is just essentially making a higher low. Once the higher low is done, you get another push above here and you're entering where the previous higher low was broken at. And that's it. There's literally nothing else to it. Like that's literally nothing else to it. That's all I do. Like I do the same thing over and over. Like right now, all I'm doing is waiting for price to finish making a lower high and push back under this level. Once it pushes under this level, I press the sell button and that's it. That's it. Nothing else. That's it. I just push the sell button as soon as price comes under here. That's it. He said I say it like it's so easy. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like I don't know what to tell you. That's literally all I do. Like I wish I could tell you something else, but that's all I do. Like all I do. And then if price goes up, so let's say, because I'll always have a plan for everything. Let's say price goes up. So we have our lowest point, then we have the lower high. If price goes up, this is my indication for buys. There'll probably be some type of correction, some type of pullback, or even a higher low would be made. It could even be here, right? Boom, price comes into here. There's a reaction because there's sellers here, right? So there's like a small reaction because of sellers here. And then price makes a higher low and boom, I could even buy off of this higher low. Because this is a higher low, put my stop loss under the level. And I don't even have to wait for price to break here because it's already made that higher low. It could be anything. But yeah, I just go along with price. So whichever way it goes, which is why I have two alerts. So I have an alert here and I have an alert here. Whichever way it goes, I just follow the trend. Like I try not to like, I try my best not to just do what I want to do. I just do whatever price is doing and just follow it. What crypto app do I use? I use Coinbase. Don't ask me what to use though. Don't ask me a broker to use. Don't ask me like what crypto app to use. Just use whatever you like. It took me 2, 3. I got scammed by 3 brokers. Yeah. No. I got scammed by 2 brokers. Sorry. One broker I just wasn't fucking with because they were sketchy. And turns out that broker ended up shutting down last year in November, which was so crazy. Well, it wasn't crazy, but the time was coming, right? But I'm gotten scammed from 2 different brokers. One out of 500K. That was my second time getting scammed. My first time getting scammed, I got scammed out of like 200. What was it? But that was like 3 years ago, and I think it was right around like 200K. And then I remember Hugo's Way. Well, I wasn't supposed to say the broker, but Hugo's Way back in like October 2023, 24. It was 24. 2024. I got scammed out of 500K, and then that's when I went to Liquid back in like March 2024 or March 2025. Yeah, right around those times. So then I just kind of like I've been chilling with them. Matter of fact, that was off. That's off. 2003, 2023. Why do I? Yeah, 2023. I'm tweaking chat because I started trading in 2021. Damn, I'm becoming Unk for real. This is like my 5th year. Yeah, this is my 5th year, bro. Damn, I'm not gonna lie, because I started July 2021, and then I started trading Forex January 2022 when the market started to crash. This market crash, hold on, I gotta show you guys this. This is when I started trading Forex. Not this one. Oh yeah, this one. Right around here. So right around here when SPY hit like $400, this is when I started trading Forex. I'm becoming Unk, bro. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up some old highlights. I used to trade Euro USD when I first started trading. And then I switched over to like GU, GJ, and then I found out about Nasdaq, and that's when the Russian Ukraine war was going on, and that's when price was selling off mad hard, and I was making like hella money off of this, and then price ended up switching, and then went up on this uptrend, and I think after that I kind of was just like taking swing trades here and there. Like at first I was day trading Nasdaq. I was like buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling. But right around this moment, that's when I knew like I had to change something because the trend, I think we got right around this level when I was like, bro, I could have caught this whole trend down. I could have caught this all the way up. And I just kind of like switched. So back in like, what is this, 2023, going into 2023, that's when I kind of switched over to swing trading. It's been a while, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I've been doing the same thing for the past 3 years, 4 years, and currently now 5. I've been doing the same shit since 2003, 23. Um, how can I trade in school? You just trade. What? Wait, what? We can tell you're bored. I just be chilling, bro. I don't know how to do this like whole streaming. Like, what do I talk about? Should I put on my headphones and pull up some videos, bro? All right. Get some food in Duluth. Duluth is far as fuck. Duluth is so far from where I stay. Duluth is hella far. Wait, you can't hear me? Wait, can you hear me? Okay. Someone said talk about the loss that I took. Oh, I got you, twin. I got you, twin. I got you right now, twin. All right, so 4-hour time frame. This is the one I was just explaining. I'm not lying. I'm not gonna lie. I think I was explaining on the actual trading view. All right, so with this trade, I think what I did wrong, or what I know what I did wrong, is when it came to waiting for price to kind of. Matter of fact, this looks way different on here. Hold on. I think here I just sold at the bottom. I sold for no reason at the bottom with no type of explanation or anything. I think I just sold at the bottom like a dumbass. Hold on, let me go back to trading view. What was that? What is this day? The 9th? The 9th is like right here. Yeah, I just sold at the bottom with no, I think I was going off. Yeah, matter of fact, I was going off of, I think I was just going based off of, can I hide my chats? Okay, I guess not. Let me see. Oh, that's how I can do it. All right, boom. Yeah, this is that sell that I took. I think I was going based off the daily time frame, going off that daily time frame, and just overall looking for price to kind of finish off since it made a lower high. I was looking for price to make that lower low, but it stopped right here and it rejected and made a higher low. That's where I fucked up. I kind of jumped the gun on that. Price ended up was selling. Daily time frame looked like price was going down to make that lower high, and then I ended up getting stopped out later on because price. And you know what's so crazy? Still to this day, it didn't even break above this high. Like, I guess you could say it broke and made a little high up here, but price kind of like didn't even break above that high, and now we're trying to look for that sell off. It's just like, dang, low key, I could have held that trade. Nah, that's just way too much risk. From here to here, that's way too much risk. That's way too much risk. You can hear me fine. All right, cool. As soon as I got in, it made a higher low. And then that's why even now I think price is going to probably be bearish. Is due to the fact that we've had a higher low here, and then a higher low here, and now price is broken below that higher low. I think that's what I'm going off of too as well. Because remember, if price is building up higher highs, it should, or higher lows, it should be building those higher highs for you as well. So it should be like higher high. It should have made a higher high, but instead it made an equal high, sold off, made a higher low, which is good, but then it made another lower high, which is not good if price wants to be bullish. So now, if price wants to go bullish now, it made a lower low, it would literally have to come either higher low and then push up, or it might have to come higher high, then proceed to make that higher low and then push up. So it's going to be one of the two if price was to go bullish. Bro she asked to go to Magic City. Yo, who trying to go to Magic City? I mean, if we go into a range, it wouldn't bother us. Like, it wouldn't bother me. I think we could even like, cause like I don't even remember trading that much in the beginning of last year. I didn't start really trading until like March, April last year. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't start trading for real until like March, April last year. And I was trading NASDAQ on and off because the whole Trump thing. And then I found out about gold back in March, or not March, May, going into June. Yeah. And then I found out about gold. Took like small trades on gold, but I wasn't really too crazy about it. And then in August, that's when I actually like was like, all right, let me get into it. But it doesn't really matter. Like if price starts consolidating for the next couple of weeks, then you would just find something that is moving, something that's got some more liquidity than gold. Can I talk about belief ceilings? What does that even mean? What do you mean by that? Teach us newbies ICC. Somebody said gold is dumping. Gold is not. Matter of fact, now that I got you guys here, I actually want to I want an opinion. What do you guys actually classify as dumping? Like, I don't understand it sometimes. I just deleted that by accident. What do you guys mean by that? Because I see that a lot in the Discord where price will move just like a little bit and people will be like, oh my God, it's fucking dumping. Oh my God, it's going down. It's going down. They start freaking out. Like, they be like, bro, it's like going down, bro. Like, oh my God. And then I go look at the charts because I'm like, bro, sometimes like that be like the notification that pops up in my phone. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go check it right now. And I go look and it's like a slitter of a movement. It's like literally a slitter of a movement, like the size of this, like it'd be that small. And I'd be like, or bro, nah, when it's bullish, when price is bullish, bro, I think, bro, when price is bullish, people flip out, boy. It's like when it's selling, people are like, oh my gosh, it's dumping. But when it's buying, they're like, oh my God, we're going to all-time highs. We're going to the moon. Oh my God. They're like, oh my God, we're going to the moon, bro. This is it. I'm actually retiring my grandparents. I'm retiring my grandma. I'm retiring my grandpa, retiring my auntie, my uncles, my cousins, my sister's babysitter, my babysitter's babysitter, coach's wife, his husband. We're all getting retired. And that's how people be when they be buying. I'd be like, what? Bro. They dead ass be like, bro. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. For me, 15 to 20% drop. Wait, what? For me, 15% to, for other people is. What do you mean by that? No, you just really have to stop looking. You have to stop looking at your charts like this. I think that's what the problem is. I think people are kind of like looking at their charts and they're kind of like, just like this. And then they're like on the 15-minute and they're just like, or not even that. They might even be on the 5 and they just looking at the price like this. I ain't gonna lie. This would be treacherous to look at. I'm not gonna lie, I would have an anxiety attack if I was looking at this all day. Oh my God. It's going down. It's going down right now. It's actually going down right now. But yeah, I can't do that to myself. I would never do that to myself. Why am I boxing? I love boxing, bro. It's just something about boxing that I just really like violence sometimes. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't know. I really like boxing. I've been doing MMA for like 2 years and then boxing I'm finally picking up fully this year and I really like it. It's just something about punching people in the face that really like, I just really enjoy it, you know? Like, I think I just really like punching people in the face. No, I'm joking. But I don't know. I just really like fighting. I fight, shoot guns. Bro, I have so many guns. I can't show y'all because it's YouTube. Well, I'm not getting fucking paid off of YouTube. Wait, but if I wasn't getting paid off of YouTube, could I still break the rules? I don't think. Never mind. Let me not even do it. But boxing is definitely fun. No, I can't show my guns on here. Wait, they allow guns on here? Oh no, y'all probably setting me up for failure. Nah. Y'all not slick. Y'all are setting me up. Y'all are setting me up for failure. Oh no. No. Y'all are setting me up for failure. Yo. But yeah, I don't know, bro. Like I just, you know what it is for me? The luxury for me that I spend my most money on is traveling. But I really like having hobbies. Like I don't like being at the crib all day. Like I've done I've had fast cars. I've had a bunch of, I guess you could say, like I've had that life, but it's like I don't like driving around all day, and that's like it gets boring. So I like having hobbies. I snowboard, boxing, shooting. I travel a lot. Traveling is like one of my biggest hobbies. Like I like picking up hobbies. I think I'm a hobby collector because I just really don't like being in the house. Like I don't like sitting at home. I don't like being in my own state. Like even right now, like I don't want to be like sitting right here right now. I kind of want to be like in Egypt. Like I want to go places where people haven't even gone before, even though some people live in the places that I'm going. But you know, like that's my thing. That's what I like to do. Um, Skydiving. All right, so I'm not gonna lie. I told myself that I wouldn't skydive until I turned like 40, because like right now, I'm like young and I'm making money, so it's like, oh, everything's lit, and I'm having like a lit life. And then I know like when I hit like 30, 35, it's kind of gonna go like this a little bit. It's gonna kind of go down just a little bit. I'm still gonna be getting paid, but it's like, you know, I've already done everything. You know, like by the age of 30, 35, I've pretty much already done a lot. Cause like I travel almost every week. Like I travel like actually, matter of fact, I think this week I'm going to DR. I don't know if I'm gonna go to, I might go Friday. I don't know. I haven't booked the flight, but I think I might go to DR Friday. And then from there, I think I might go DR, then Switzerland next week. Because I really want to see what Switzerland's like. If it's still snowing out there, I want to check if it's still snowing. But I think that's what I'm gonna do next week. But anyways, I told myself that I wouldn't skydive until I turn like probably like 40. Because like by 30, my life is like this, and I know when I skydive or do something extreme, I'm gonna just hit like a whole new like high. It's gonna be like, cause like skydiving is like scariest for me. That shit is scary as fuck. Scary as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, that shit is scary. Um, bro, I go to DR all the time, bro. I go to DR. I've been to DR 3 times now, 4 times, 3 times. Um, do more trading. I don't trade that often. As you can already tell, I don't trade that often. Did I explain that trade? Yeah, I already explained this. Yeah, I don't trade that often. I trade right around right around like 4 or 5 times a month, maybe 3, 4 times a month. But yeah, I don't trade that often. You guys trade 5 times a week. I can't do that. I would have a heart attack trying to trade that many times a week. Maybe 3 trades, maybe two setups a week, maybe three's pushing it. Maybe 2 setups a week, max. Two max, three's pushing it. But you guys trade like 70 times a week. I can't do that, bro. I personally can't do that. I can't, bro. Um, I'm 22. I'm 22. My real TikTok, I believe it's like rich.sci on TikTok. 4 trades a day. I'm not gonna lie. If you're trading 4 times a day, bro, you just scalping so easy. I personally can't do scalping. Like I always give people who scalp, like that's why I just never say anything about scalping. Traders, like people that like if it works for you, it works for you. But me personally, I can't scalp, bro. I have a heart attack. Like, bro, imagine being on the 1 minute and you're just like waiting for something. Okay. This how they be for real. They be like, all right, bet. So we have a order block here. We're gonna wait till it taps into here. Once it taps in here, we're gonna go ahead and set up the limit, and we're gonna look for it to drop all the way down here. We're gonna set our limit right here. Okay, cool. We're gonna wait for this order block to get hit. Once this order block gets hit, trust me, it's gonna dump. Trust me. Look, source, trust me. Just trust me, bro. Once it taps into here, it's gonna sell. That's how people be. I couldn't do that. All right, let's see what else we got. He said, let's watch it. I'm joking about that. I was just joking about that. If people didn't catch on to that. Some people will take that and they will run with it, bro. I say one thing and they'll just take it and run with it. Hold on. Somebody calling me? Oh shit, it's 2,000 people in here? My bad. Hold on. Hold on. I didn't know I had eyes like that. Wait a minute. 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 Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I didn't know I had eyes like that. No, I'm not finna give you a house tour. Fuck no. So you can know what's in my house? Fuck no. My fault, twin. Thoughts on billionaires? I don't like, what do you mean thoughts on billionaires? Is ICC a joke to you? My fault, twin. My fault. I didn't know we was stepping like that. I didn't know we was stepping like that. My fault, twin. My fault. I was wondering why the chat was going so fast, but it's just like, I understand it now. You want to know what's so crazy to me though? I'm gonna just be real. I'm always real, but I'm gonna be so serious right now. I appreciate it. Like this whole like ICC movement that we have going on here. I really appreciate it. Like from the bottom of my heart, because you know what it is? People are in, oh my God, bro. You can't even go on TikTok. It's so bad. Like I get it. It comes with the game. But like at the same time, like, bruh, do you not understand how much hate ICC gets? Like we get a lot of love, but bro, we also get a lot of hate. And I know it's like part of the game, but boy, when I tell you, bro, people do not fuck with us. Oh my God. People actually hate us. And it's so funny because it's like, you can't even stop it. You can't even stop it at that point. You can't even stop it. There's so much love in ICC, you can't even stop it. But no, real shit. This whole ICC thing, like I told you already, ICC is not like, it's not like, oh, this is a strategy. It's like me really explaining what trading is in a simple term. Like ICC, all of ICC is, watch. This is the indication. So this is the I. This is the C. And then this is the C, right? All ICC is a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So it's really just me teaching you price action and market structure so you don't get confused. People don't know how to understand, or, you know, maybe like beginners are not really going to understand like, oh, when price makes a higher high, it's going to make a higher, it's looking to make a higher low. Once that higher low is made, it's going to reverse on a smaller time frame and go up for a new higher high. And that's it. Right there alone is everything you need right there. Like all that right there is all you need. Like understanding that. Because mind you, look, bro, just, it's going to piss me off, but bro, it's going to piss me off because you guys are like looking for signals. You guys are looking for best mentors and courses. And I'm just like, if you actually look at the chart, when price is trending, that's why it's very important when price is trending that you need to be trading. Price is pretty much essentially just building higher highs, higher low, higher low, higher high, stagnant, consolidation, cool, whatever. Once it does that, higher high again, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And it's the same shit over and over. It's literally the same shit over and over. He said my order block is working. Yes. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. But it's like people will then like they'll go grab something to try to like make it more confusing. Like me personally, when I first started trading Forex, I didn't really understand the lots, but I just tried it. Like I was just trying shit. Like I was like, oh, what does a 0.01 do? What does a 0.1 do? Oh, what does a one lot do? And then I would just like see it. But I don't think everybody kind of works that way. Everybody, like, some people need to be babied. Some people can do it by themselves. And some people are just naturally gifted, or whatever the case might be. But it's like, the order block is working. I'm dead. But yeah, like, you just gotta try it. I think a lot of people are just like trying to be perfect. They're trying to be perfectionists in trading, and that's not how trading works. You kind of just got to do something. And then once something actually works for you, then that's what you stick with. And then you build off of it. But everybody wants like the perfect, they don't want to lose. Like I can explain it in boxing. Matter of fact, in boxing terms, right? In boxing, what I've learned is in this game, you don't want to get hit, but you're going to get hit. So it's the same way with trading. You don't want to lose, but you're still going to lose. Like that's what the odds are stacked against. The odds are stacked against you to lose. Like matter of fact, think about it like that. If you're going into trading, you should already have like damn, I'm going to lose. Like you shouldn't be thinking, oh, I'm going to win. You should be like, damn, I'm finna lose. But to lessen my odds or the probability of me losing, let me do these type of things. I think that's what I'm dead. I think that's what people kind of like, they get into trading and they're just like trying to search for every perfect clue because they're like, they don't want to lose. So they try to make it like, oh, if I just get all this information, then I won't lose. And that's not how it works. Keeping it simple will always, like, if you look at anything you do in life, anything, it's just always simple steps. Simple steps. And then people add their style to it. It's the same way with sports. Like sports is the best way to explain pretty much trading in general. Because you're playing a game too as well. When in sports, what are you doing? Let's say basketball, for example, you dribble a ball. Once you dribble the ball, you have to understand how to go through the legs, how to go behind the back, or even and that's just dribbling. So that's just the move. You need to learn how to move with the ball. And then you go into how to shoot. I don't know how to shoot in basketball, but I'm pretty sure there's different techniques into shooting. It's the same way with trading, right? You have the higher high, the higher low. What is it? Okay, he's like spamming the same thing. So in trading, it's pretty much the same thing, the same concept. A higher high, higher low. This is what an uptrend is. A higher high and a higher low. That's what's going to make an uptrend. A lower low and a lower high. That's what's going to make a downtrend. That's it. And if it's not doing either one of those, it's consolidating. You only have 3 trends, or you only have 3 options. Price is either in an uptrend, downtrend, or consolidation. And it's your job to find out when price or what direction price is going. And if you do this on a higher time frame, you don't see fake outs, and you don't see price just hitting your stop loss for no reason and still going in your direction, because price respects structure. Price respects structure no matter what. And then when it breaks structure, that means the trend is flipping. So I don't know. Me personally, I don't know. I don't know how everybody else looks at it. People always ask me people ask me questions that has nothing, like you won't even, like people ask me the most hypothetical, oh, but what if price does this? Or what if price does that? Or what happens if, and it's just like, bro, like, I don't know. People are, I don't know, they're just, I don't know. Everybody thinks differently, so everybody thinks differently. They said, why they be saying you LARPing your trades?
I have no clue.
I don't know. I don't know why they say that. People are either bots or NPCs. You know, I don't put it past anybody. I'm not saying trading is super easy, because if it was, everybody would be doing it and making a lot of money off of it. But it's more of like a mental thing, like a mentality thing, because the structure part is like ABCs: higher high, higher low, lower high, lower low, and that's it. And spotting it is fairly easy as well. All you got to look at is the reaction of it. When price touched into this level, why did it react so strongly and push into a different direction? This obviously means that there are buyers here. This means that this is a higher low. So anything under buyers must be sellers. And that's it. But I think people are just like, I don't know, maybe it's too easily explained to where you feel like there is more information. That's kind of like the conspiracy theories with the government and stuff. Like, let me not get into that. Never mind. Slow chat down. I don't know how to slow chat down, twin. They're just needy. Mm. It could be that too, though. Because you know what? You're gonna experience this a lot too when you're trading or like on your journey. Somebody's always gonna tell you like, "Hey, I want to get into trading." I've never really like said that I wanted to get into trading. I just started doing it just because like that's pretty much with anything. I never went and asked the snowboarder like, "Oh, bro, I want to get into snowboarding. You got some tips for me? You got some tips? You know the best way to learn how to snowboard?" I didn't do that. I just went out and busted my ass 40 times, kept getting back up, and I know how to snowboard now. That's how I treat life. Like, I would rather do the most dangerous shit to myself and learn than going to ask them. Me personally, though, that's me personally. I hate asking people for anything. That's why I don't have any. Like, I don't have too many friends. Like, I probably got like 4 friends, 5 friends, and I don't ask my friends for anything. So like, whenever I'm going through something, I just go through it. Like, I like the pain. I think I like the pain. I like going through hardships because hardships build characteristics. I really like it. So like, anything like, I guess you can say negativity or like pain, negativity, any type of bad review or whatever, however you would put that, any type of negativity in general doesn't really bother me, because it's like, I like that. Like, I'm going through, like, I'm gonna dribble through the fire. I'm gonna go through the fucking ocean of sharks. Like, that's what builds you, for real, for real. It builds me. Like, that shit doesn't bother me. I lose a trade, boom. All right, I lost. That's cool. I'm going on to the next trade. Boom, I want that trade. Now I'm up. I want the next trade. Now I'm up. I'm not even trying to look back at that loss. I'm not even studying that loss. Oh, this person don't like me. All right, cool. There's 8 billion people in the world. I ain't worried about that. Oh, my girlfriend broke up with me. Boom, I don't care. Billions of other girls out here. I don't really like get bothered. Like, I feel like I'm nonchalant, but I care, but I really don't care. Liking it is crazy. I'm being real, bro. Like, I really like, I don't really like asking for things. So I'm always like a do it myself type of person. Like, I don't want anybody to be able to say like, "Oh, I helped him up" type shit. Like, I don't want to be that person. But don't get it the wrong way. Like, I'm not trying to be egotistic or anything. Like, I would rather just like kind of do it, and like, if it works, and then boom. But not everybody's that way though, which is cool. Not everybody's that way, which is cool. But you also have to remember the best way to learn something is to put yourself in that action. That will be the best way to learn. So you can ask for tips and tricks, but you're only really going to learn once you're actually in the fire. Like once you're actually in there, then you're going to know, oh, okay. It's the same like I'm be honest, like the same way with boxing. Like I'm not going to say I'm the greatest boxer or anything, but I'm learning. And it's like every time I'm on the bag, like, or if I'm on the bag or I'm doing mitts or I'm shadow boxing or whatever the case might be, it feels like I know what I'm doing. And then when I get into sparring, I might mess up a little bit somewhere, but I'm only going to know that when I'm actually in the fight. That's what I'm training for. You can look at the charts all day and be like, oh, that's a higher high. Oh, that's a higher low. Oh, that's a lower low. That's a lower high. You can back test all you want, but you're not really going to know what to do until you're in the live markets and shit is actually moving. It's 9 o'clock or it's 9:30 New York session and you just see candles doing this. And it's fluctuating, it's going up, down, it's pushing down hard, it's pushing up hard. And you're only gonna know what to do when you're there. So it's gonna be normal to you when you're doing that, when you're actually in the fire, when you're actually in where the emotions kick in. Because anybody can practice. You might be tired. You're still going to have emotions. It's not going to be crazy. But when you're actually at war, that's when you're going to have the most like emotions. That's when you have the most emotions. So it's like, I never really like, here, I think I can make a second scene if I'm not mistaken. Oops, did I just turn that off? Wait, can you guys, oh, you guys can't still see me. Hold on 1 second. Oops. How do I, let's see. Hold on 1 second, 1 sec. Boom, cool. All right, can you guys see me fully? All right, guys, can you see me fully? Like, can you see me fully now? Let me check, because you guys are like, all right, you guys can see me fully. But yeah, like I was saying, like me personally, the best way that I learn is by actually just doing it. And then if it doesn't work, I take this out or I try something different. And I know some of you guys are probably doing that now and still kind of struggling, but it's at the same time, it's like, all right, you have me here and I'm kind of guiding you, someone that's just like you. So I was a person that wanted to try everything on my own. And if I was you, I would be looking like, okay, what is he doing? All right, take some tips from it, see what he's doing, and then go try it. Or don't just like sit and wait. Just go try it. See if it works out. Hold on 1 sec. Let's see. Struggling with the correction, like what time frame? I know lower time frame you wait code. What the boy, what? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't understand a word you just said. All right, I'll make this bigger. The correction is still like, I'm not understanding what you're not understanding. With the correction, all you're doing is waiting for, all right, I'm gonna just give y'all a whole like, all right, we're just gonna do like a whole like, we're just gonna, damn, my question never getting answered. Wait, what was your question? The chat is going so fast. I'm not gonna be able to see every single comment on here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying. All right, we're gonna do like a whole like. I'm gonna explain it the best I can. Like, this is gonna be like kindergarten version of trading. I don't fuck with silver. I just don't trade. Yeah, I lost on February 9th. I lost. I took a loss. Chat on the ones. She said, "Will you ever trade options?" Probably not. My friends trade. Some of my friends trade options, and I don't think that's for me. I used to trade options back in 2022, but I stopped doing it a while ago. All right. So, anyways, let's jump into it. Anyways, I'm not reading that anymore. All right, let's jump into it. I'm going to break this down slow and simple. Matter of fact, should I just, nah, I'm not going to restart the stream, but I'm going to break this down slow and simple. How long have we been on call? How long have we been in here? I'm trying to see. So somebody can timestamp this. All right, we're going to have to timestamp this later on. All right, so I'm going to break it down as simple and as slowly as possible. All right, we're going to talk about first and foremost, because you guys always want to skip this. Everybody wants to skip this step. For some reason, you guys are like, I don't care about this. I just want entries. That's literally how y'all be. I don't care about anything else. I just want to enter. That's all y'all care about. I just want to enter. That's, matter of fact, you know what you sound like? You sound like somebody that goes to the basketball court and they're like, I want to play the game. I want to be in the match with y'all. I want to be in the game with y'all, but I just want to shoot the ball. I just want to shoot. I don't want to do anything else. I don't want to dribble. I don't want to move around. I don't want to pass the ball. Just pass me the ball and I just want to shoot. That's how you guys sound. So anyways, I just want to place a trade. Don't know anything else about trading at all. I just want to place a trade. So we're going to explain this to you guys. I'm going to explain this to you guys. First comes first, we have trends, because this is the most important part. You cannot identify a trend if you don't know what a trend is. You cannot identify a trend if you don't know what a trend is. If you don't know what makes up a trend, you cannot identify a trend. See how that works? So first things first, an uptrend. So an uptrend means that it's going up. It's going up, not down, going up. Uptrend, up and trend, up and trend. So that means it's going up. So in a uptrend, you're only going to have a higher high and a higher low. So a higher high is when a high is higher than the previous high. And a higher low is a low that's higher than the previous low. So with this being said, we're at a point in life now where there's always going to be either a higher high or a higher low. Or no, there will always be a high or a low. Right? The only time you will never have that is if a stock just started. Like if I came out with a company and it got listed tomorrow, right? That's the only way. So at this point in life, in the market, every time you look at the price or the chart, there's always going to be a high and a low. There's never going to be not that. So you can't get on the charts and be like, oh, I don't know. Because you can always go off of a high and a low. There's never going to be a moment where you don't have that. So with that being said, a higher high and a higher low are only in uptrends. So first and foremost, you're going to have a high, right? This is a high and this is a low, right? Stay with me. Don't get lost. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. So this is a low. This is a high. When price comes above this high right here, this right here, don't lose me. Please don't lose me. When price comes above this, You know what this is now? This right here, you know what this is? It is a higher high. You want to know why? You want to know why it's a higher high? Oh, wait, because it's higher than the previous one. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense, right? That makes sense. So now we're in an uptrend. Why is it an uptrend? Oh, because it's going up. It's going up. It's going up. It's going up. Makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. So now that this higher high is higher than the other one, what normally happens is a pattern, right? A pattern. You know what a pattern is, right? A pattern is when something is consecutively done multiple times over and over. Rinse and repeat, right? You know what rinse and repeat is, like rinse and then do it again. Rinse and do it again. Rinse and then do it again. Repeat. The word repeat means again, like uno reverse, like again and again and again and again. All right, cool. So, like I said, a pattern happens when an uptrend starts. It's called a trend for a reason. A trend is also similar to pattern, right? You start to see the same thing over and over again. It's a trend. You know, if you ever hopped on TikTok and you've seen the same video but a different person, yeah, it's kind of the same thing. It's like price is still doing the same uptrend. It's just like a different price. You know, it's like instead of 4,000, now it's 5,000. You know, like it's just different. You know. So with this being said, don't lose me. I hope you didn't lose me yet. We're still on the higher high part, right? So after a higher high, so whenever you see a higher high being made, right? Your mind should be thinking, oh, snap, okay. Price just made a higher high. It's most likely going to make a higher low. And it's going to repeat the same thing because there needs to be a low. But remember what I said. In an uptrend, you're only going to have higher highs and higher lows, right? Higher highs and higher lows. I'm trying to explain this for a first grader to understand it. So please don't lose me. Please don't lose me. I know everybody's learning is not the same, but I'm trying my best here, right? So now we have a higher high, and in an uptrend, we're going to have a higher low. Now, matter of fact, don't lose me. Don't lose me. Don't lose me. I only say a higher low. Please do not lose me. Since we made a higher high, we can already assume that price is starting an uptrend, right? Don't lose me. Don't lose me. Matter of fact, I got to start over because I feel like somebody already lost me a long time ago. A high, a low. This higher high can now help us assume that price is starting an uptrend. But now we need a confluence. We need some type of evidence to prove that it's going to start this uptrend. You know what that is? You know what that is? The higher low. Why? Because higher lows and higher highs are the only things in uptrends. So there can't be anything else. So if it's not the higher high being made, then it's the higher low being made. And if it's not doing either one of those, then it's not a trend at all. Or if it's on a downtrend. But don't lose me. Don't lose me. I said the word downtrend. I should have never said it. Now they're completely lost again. All right. Back on track. We're talking about uptrends. I feel like saying the word downtrend just made you like, oh my God, what the fuck is he talking about? Don't lose me. So in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows. Only can happen. Right? So when a higher low is made, you can already assume that a higher high is going to be made. Right? That's it. That's an uptrend. A higher high, a higher low. A higher high, a higher low. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else. That's all you need right there. So now let's talk about a downtrend. Please don't lose me. Please. I'm trying my best. Please don't lose me. So a downtrend is lower highs and lower lows. So a lower high is when price is lower than the previous high. So in this case, this is the high. goes low. So this is a lower low, but this is a lower high, right? So when price is going up, it's creating a high, right? You get it? Like high score, you know, price is going high. When you go up high into the mountains, you know, you're going up. So whenever price is making a high, that's normally when price is going up. Any form of price going up is most likely making some type of high. It could be a higher high or it could be a lower high. Whenever you see price green candles going up, when you see green candles, it's most likely making a high, right? It's going up. Green is good. You want to go up. Green, right? So with this being said, in this case, this is a lower high. Why? Oh, the high that we're at now is lower than the previous one. So you see this right here is lower than this right here. It's lower than that. Don't lose me. Don't lose me. This is a lower high. Now with a lower low, you see that this is a low. This low is lower than this low, right? Don't lose me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna spell it out for you guys so you don't lose me. Lower low. And this one is a low. Boom. That's a low. You see this low, and then this is a lower low. Same way with the lower high. This is a high, this is a lower high. And this only happens in a downtrend. So boom, that's it. You have an uptrend, and then you have a downtrend, and that's it. Nothing else. And then you have consolidation, but we don't trade consolidation, so you don't have to worry about that. So I'm gonna delete this. I explained you what trends are. Trends is where you're gonna make your money at. You can only make your money off of those trends. If you trade the consolidation, there's more of a risk. You don't want to keep, like, it's already a risky game. You wanting to trade is already a risky game. So you don't want to add any more risk onto anything. You want to be as safe as possible, right? Being as safe as possible. So, hold on. One sec. Yo. Yes, ma'am. Live streaming right now. All right. All right, cool. No, I'm not. I know I'm not muted. One sec. Let me handle. I'm pretty sure I can do this from here. Sorry, one sec. I guess I can't do it from here, or at least I can't see it from here. I'm trying to. Okay, fuck it. I guess I can't do it from here. All right, cool. Anyways, all right. So back to it. So lost me. Keep pausing. Damn. I'm not gonna lie. If you're lost at this point, bro, just give up trading. Or I'm not the teacher. If you're lost, I'm just not the right teacher for you. All right, so cool. Uptrend, downtrend. So now we have that, right? This is ICC. right? ICC is not anything crazy. I'm not trying to teach you order blocks or anything. I'm just trying to teach you the higher highs and the higher lows and the lower highs, the lower lows. Now watch this. Just stay with me. Don't lose me. So whenever you hop on the charts, can you guys, let me see if you can hear me from here so I can type. Whenever you guys get on the chart, remember what I said, we're at a point in life where there's always going to be a high and there's always going to be a low to go off of, right? There's always going to be that. So we're going to have these levels. These levels, we're going to say that this is our high. So I'm going to draw it out for you so you don't get lost, right? We got this, right? So right now we have no trade. We're not in a trade. We're just waiting for something to happen. We're going to have our high marked up and our low marked up. Let me drink some water right quick. Don't lose me. I'm just trying to drink some water, bro. All right, cool. You mark up your high, you mark up your low. As you mark up your high and your low, you have no trade. So when price hasn't broken anything, so it has no high, if there's no higher high or if there's no new lower low, you are in a no trade zone. So once again, if there's no higher high or if there's no lower low, then you have no trade. So once again, higher high, lower low. If you don't have a higher high or if you don't have a lower low, you're most likely in a no trade zone. So if there isn't one of those, you're most likely in a no trade zone. So with this being said, he said on the charts is different. Watch this. I got something for his ass. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. I got his ass. Watch this. All right, cool. Cool. So from here, a break above here would be considered what? A higher high, right? A higher high. Now, with this being said, this higher high, in my eyes, to help you, is an indication. This is an indication. He said it. He said it's not. He said the charts are different. He said on the charts it looked different. I've been doing this for 5 years now. All right, cool. So this is an indication. An indication is created when price breaks above a high or a low. So like I said, matter of fact, let's put it this way. Indication can only be a higher high or lower low, right? Let's just say it like that. Write this down. Write that down. Matter of fact, I'm gonna write it down for you. I'm gonna take a picture of it. Write that down. Write that down. Right? So next time you're on the chart, you can't be like, oh, is this an indication? Oh, what is this? Is this an indication? Right? An indication can only be a higher high or a lower low. That's it. Right? Don't lose me. You remember what a higher high is and you remember what a lower low is. I hope you do. If you lost me at this point, you might as well just click off, bro. I'm not the right teacher for you. I'm just not. So we got the indication. Price broke above this level. Indication. Indication can only come from price breaking above or below a high or a low. So if it was to go to the downside, it will be a lower low. If it's going to the upside, it's a higher high. So boom. From here, we have a correction. Oh, snap. We have a correction. Now, the little TikTok bitches, they're going to tell you, oh, Sai's just teaching you break and retest. Oh, it's just break and retest. I got something for you. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something later on. I got something for you. For you guys, the TikTok ones. For you guys. So, when price goes down, it's going for a correction. Now, this correction is what we talked about before. Remember, this indication is a higher high. What did I say earlier? An uptrend is when price makes a higher high or a higher low. So what did we just make? If we just made an indication, and an indication can only be a higher high or a higher low. How the fuck do you not understand this? Matter of fact, no, that just pissed me off. Bro. All right, hold on. Let me calm down. All right, if I tell you, so if an uptrend, so I gotta write this down because I feel like you lost me. If an uptrend can only be a higher high or a higher low. An uptrend can only have a higher high or a higher low. It can only have that, nothing else. Higher high and higher low. It can only have that, right? Hold on, wait. I gotta catch my breath. If it only can have a higher high or a higher low, if our indication can only be a higher high or a lower low, and we just seen price make a higher high, and we know in uptrends, it can only make two things. If the correction is correcting, what is price most likely doing because we're in an uptrend? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It's making a higher low. So the correction is a higher low. Wow. That's so crazy. That's crazy. Like, I would have never believed that. Like, that's so crazy. Bro, that's so crazy. So from here, we have an indication. Now we have a correction. Right? Now we have a correction. Oh, I'm gonna explain that. One guy said that it's different on the charts. I'm gonna show him. Watch this. Watch this. So, a correction is when price is obviously pulling back. You'll start to see more red candles. You'll start to see price go down. Right? But you already have an indication. The indication is just saying, hey, I made a higher high. I'm finna go on an uptrend soon. Hey, I just made a lower low. I'm finna go on a downtrend soon. That's all the indication is, nothing else. Hey, I'm an uptrend. I'm starting. I'm finna get ready to move. That's all an indication is, nothing else. You don't do anything with that. You just acknowledge it, right? You acknowledge that indication. So with that being said, your indication is saying, hey, going on uptrend. Correction is basically saying, hey, he just told you that we're going to uptrend, but we kind of need a break. It's like the best friend or some shit. It's like, hey, we went on this uptrend. We're starting, but we kind of need some water. We're going to go chill, take a break right quick, and then we'll be back, right? Now, we don't know how long this water break is. We don't know how long they're going to go on this break for, but we just know price is going on a break. It's like, all right, calm down. We need some more volume. We need some more energy. So once we go down, price is doing what? Only in uptrends, what can happen? A higher high and a higher low. In this case, what do we have? Price creating that higher low. Now, explaining this next part is going to be the trickiest part. I'm not going to lie. Because some of you guys are just like, let me be nice. Let me be nice. Let me be nice. So, higher low is being made. When price is coming back up, this is when price is looking. It's already told you, hey, I don't want to go down anymore. Like, I think we're done taking our break now. I think we're ready to get back into it, right? I think we're ready to go back up. So since it's ready to go back up, how we determine that it is going back up is if it breaks above the previous indication level. So the same level that made a higher high the first time off of a higher low. So price here made a higher low. Price made a higher high off of that higher low. Price is under that level again. So I'm trying to be calm. So this was once probably, this is just a high. Let's just say this is H. This is H, this is L. Price breaks above H, makes a double H. Let's just explain it like this. This is my best way to explain it at this point. At this point, I give up after this. You got a H, you got H1, you got L, you got H2, so HH. Once HH is made, it's going to make LL. So, well, let's not put it that way. You might get confused. But this is higher low. So once HL is made, price is trying to, once this is made, it's trying to make HHHH. So it's trying to make HHHH. And from here, we're looking for that movement. But we know that price is trying to do that because what? Because what? Matter of fact, because what? If price just made a higher low and we're in an uptrend and we know the only, if it's already made the higher low, the only thing it could do is go HH.
Bro, if there's a fucking saber-toothed dragon, lion, rhinoceros, and door on the left door, yeah. So if there's like a T-Rex dinosaur fucking goblin on the left door and the right door is empty, we're obviously not going to go to the left door because that shit is dangerous. So we're obviously going to go on the right side. So if price already made a higher low, so we already see that price has already made a higher low, why the fuck would we think anything else would happen? A higher high is coming next. If price makes a higher low, why would we think anything else would happen if it already made a higher low? So the next thing it's probably going to do is push up for a higher high. That's it. There's nothing else to it. If price already made a higher low and we're in an uptrend, it says uptrend can only higher high, higher low. The only thing that can happen next is a higher high. Or even an equal high, but I don't want to get you guys confused. So it could go equal high, but it still went to the highs. But it's going to make that higher high. That's an uptrend. And we're just buying, we're placing our trade. We're placing our trade when price comes above this higher high level, because when it broke here the first time, it made a higher high. So I'm assuming if it breaks again, it's going to try to make a HHHH. So if here was H and price said, fuck you, H, and made a bigger H, so HH, price came back under here, and now it's coming again. Price is saying, fuck you, H, we're going to make a HHH. Bro. And then the stop loss. Look, this is easy. People are not smart like that. So if we're buying and we're in an uptrend and we know price is only going to make a higher high and a higher low, so we're buying off that higher low. So if we're buying off that higher low, that means we don't want to see anything under our higher low. Doesn't that make any sense? So put it this way. If we know an up or a downtrend has lower highs and lower lows, that is something we don't want to see. Oh my God. This is something we don't want to see. If we are looking for buys, we only want to see higher highs and higher lows. So why the hell will we have our stop loss way down here when the higher low is right here? We can use that higher low trade off the higher low, because anything under this higher low would mean price is bearish. You want to know why? Because once it goes under this higher low, what is that? What is it? Matter of fact, I'm gonna sit here and wait. I'm gonna wait for you guys to understand this. I'm gonna wait. What happens when this? Do you see this arrow? When price breaks this higher low, what is this now called? What is this? What is this called? Tell me, what is it called? What is that called? Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. A lower low. And what only happens with lower lows? Downtrends. Got that right? You got that right? So if we're in a uptrend and something breaks our higher low, then it's no longer an uptrend anymore. It's nothing like we can't look at that as an uptrend because it just made a lower low. So now we have to switch our mind to kind of look for lower highs and lower lows. So now we switch our mind from, okay, price is buying, to this was our higher low got broken, but now this is a lower low because it's lower than the previous. It's lower than the previous one, right? So now we have this lower low. So what should we look for now? Right? What should we look for now? Oh, we should wait for price to make that lower high. And off of that lower high, all we're doing now is selling back under the level that was broken in the first place. That initial level that was broken in the first place is the initial level that you're going to enter off of always. Now, stay with me. Stay with me. That one guy that said it looks different on the charts, watch this. Watch this. Right? That guy that said that it's different on the charts. Watch this. Watch this. So, current time, we have gold. It's always easy to do this on the higher time frame. You always want to trade easy. You want to make it simple for yourself. Because if you already can't understand something on the higher time frame, how the hell are you going to understand something on the 5-minute time frame? So make it easy for yourself. I like to use the 4-hour time frame, 1-hour time frame, sometimes the daily, but the daily looks ugly. Daily looks like this. 4-hour time frame, I can see something. What can I see? Okay. I see that price was going up for a bit. So we have all this and then it dropped heavy. That's cool. Not really caring about the drop. We see that price was going up. This high is lower than this one. So this is a lower high, but oh wait, price just made a higher low. So what are we in right now? Right. There's nothing too much trade at this point. We can't trade anything. Right. So from here, price ends up pushing up. Just when you think that price is going to break above here and give you a higher high, it fails to do that. That's cool. The market is going to do something like that. It's trying to trick you. It wants you to lose. So from here, we have equal highs. It's cool. It's whatever. We'll wait. So then we get a higher low. Okay. We could price. Okay. Price could now probably push up for that higher high now. Boom. It fails to do that. Oh, fuck. We can't get into the buy, or we can't look for those buy indications yet. Right? It could have pushed off this higher low and went up, gave us an indication for buys, pulled back for that correction, that higher low, and pushed up for more. Uptrend back up to here. That could have happened, but it didn't happen. So we can't worry about that. Boom. It makes a higher low. Tries to go higher, fails to go higher. Now it has made a lower high. So same thing over here. When price made that lower high, you see how here, once it made that lower high, it didn't go lower this time. It made a higher low. Now, don't lose me. Don't lose me. You see here, you're like, oh, Sai, but you said if it's a downtrend, it's going to make that higher high, or it's going to make that lower low, lower high, lower low, lower, like, I'm trying to say it. I'm stuttering a little bit, but it didn't do that this time. Now, It won't always do this all the time, but you know what's going to help you? Waiting for that second time around. So you remember how I told you about the indication, the correction, and the continuation. The indication is hinting you. In this case right here, this was just a drop. So this is our highest point. This is our lowest point. And then here, everything got here. Everything was here. So there still wasn't an initial indication. Stay with me. Stay with me. All I'm doing is tracking these. So this was once a low. So then it was this. It was this right here at first. Right? So then there was a huge no trade zone. A huge no trade zone. Let me delete this, right? So just stay with me, please. We had this and we had this. This was our highest point. And this was the lowest point. Price started having reactions. Buyer started, oh, sorry. Don't want to confuse you. Price started pushing up. It made a high. It stopped here. So now this is our lower high and we can move this here. This is still here. So in between these two levels, we're still in a no trade zone. But then buyers start to push in here. So now this is our low. So in between here, we still didn't have a trade zone yet. Still no trade. Why? Because, we can't trade without an indication. You cannot trade without an indication. Do I need to write that down? Matter of fact, I'm not even going to ask you guys. I need to write that down. You can't trade without an indication. Boom. You can't trade without an indication. So as we're tracking these highs, all we're getting is a high, a low. This is a higher low. So we can't even use that. Right? So this was our previous one. Then it made a high. And then it made a higher low. Right? So there's no indication there. But from here, still no trade zone. Price comes here, makes another high. So this is still equal. All this is equal. So we can even move this here if you want to. But then from here, what does it do? It comes here. So boom. Sorry, this is in the way. It comes here. When it comes here, now what? We can move this here. Because this is a low, but this is a higher low. So we're tracking our higher lows at this point. And price, it's not going lower, but it's also not going higher. So at this point, we can't really do anything. I'm going to delete these so it don't confuse you. Right? So from here, it sells. It tries to come back up. It makes another lower high. So now we can come here. Let me grab this. If it lets me grab it, all these alerts, we're going to come here. So boom, now we have our lowest point and then we have the highest point that we have, which is this lower high. So off of this lower high, what do we get? A lower low. Oh, wow. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Wow. Wow. Would you look at that? You remember the dude said it's different on the charts, or it's different because I was on a blank screen and he said it was different on the charts. And now I'm breaking it down and now he looks stupid. You see how he looks stupid now? Look at him. Just looking at his screen like, oh. Bro's probably looking at his screen like, oh, he's so right. So from this point, we have lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So this is our indication, right? This is our indication. Price has indicated us that price is broken below these lows. So we have a lower low. This low is lower than this one. So right now, this is, let me rephrase that. Let me put it this way. High, low, lower high, lower low. All this movement right here could be a setup for a lower high again. And then back under here, we have a push down to make a lower low. This is the equal low, lower low, right? You know what helps too as well? Because even if it doesn't do that, you're protected because you have to wait until price is at this level, breaking the initial indication part. This initial indication is saving you from a fake out. So you're not placing sales up here. You're placing sales down here when price is getting ready to have that momentum from breaking this level here. So if this is creating a lower high, this movement here is just a lower high, and price is going to start trending on a, oops, sorry. I started speaking in different terms. All right, back to kindergarten terms. Sorry, I got too carried away. All right, back to kindergarten terms. So, because we made LL, price is most likely trying to make a lower high. And remember, downtrends only have lower highs and lower lows. So, lower high is being created. Now we're waiting for price to come back under the level and sell under this level. Because then that will let us know that price is going on that downtrend. Even with this lower high, selling off of this lower high could be acceptable too. But there's chances in the market where it can come into this level, bounce off of here, create that higher low and go up higher. But when you solidify, or sorry. When you're going under a level that has already been a low, once you're going under a low that was already made, it's kind of like price has no choice but to go down. Right? So from there, that is a downtrend, and it's the same thing. And then you can do this lower high and then look for the lower low. Or let's say a price goes on an uptrend, it'll still be the same thing. Same thing as I explained. The dude said it wouldn't be on the charts, but I got more money than him for sure. 100% sure. And I trade exactly like this. And I have way more money than that dude. For sure. For sure. But anyways, here we have a high, right? Let's say price makes a higher low. Say it doesn't go higher, makes a lower high, but then it makes a higher low. So something just like this, right? So this same thing right here. Price comes up high. You would think that price was going to go up, or in some case, price makes a lower high and then it cuts short, higher low. It could do the same thing here. Price went up high, lower high. So lower, it's literally the same thing, but just in a different scale. Like this one's way smaller than this one. But I'm pretty sure, to kind of help you out, to make it feel a little bit comfortable for you, let me remove this. Take this. We're going to do 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 this. Right? Take this. Look at this. Pretty much all the same thing. I'm spreading it all the way out. It's pretty much all the same thing. So the same way price came up here, sold off, made a lower high, then ended up making a higher low. Price could do the same thing here. That's okay too. We can trade any direction. It doesn't matter to us. We're not biased on anything. We can trade anywhere, any direction. It doesn't matter what price is doing. So just because we got an indication here doesn't mean that we have to only take those sells. If price doesn't come down here, then we don't have to trade it, right? That's cool. All right, cool. Price didn't want to, it gave us an indication, but it didn't want to go. All right, cool. It's whatever. Boom. So then we'll wait for price to, it'll probably make a higher low. Once it make the higher low, boom, we get price making that higher high. Boom, price makes a higher high. What do we know what happens after a higher high? Higher low. We can take that trade. So it's pretty much all the same thing. Hold on one second.
It's pretty much all the same thing. I think people are just overly complicating it. But I'm just ready for a trade. I kind of want to just like I just want to show you. I just want to show you. Like it's so hard to tell you now because price is not really moving. It's moving, but it's not moving. But once price starts moving up or down, I'll be able to show you guys like in real time. Cause boy, I love proving people wrong every single time. That's how I got here, bro. Never mind. We're not even gonna get on that story. That's how I got here, bro. When people say you can't do something, you prove to them that you can. Yeah, and that's it. That's just price action. Bro, on market open, that's 9 o'clock in the morning. I can try. I can try. I'm probably not gonna talk. I hope that's okay. Like if I stream at 9 o'clock in the morning on everything, I'm just gonna be silent. I'm not talking, bro. Not talking. I'll just sit there and just like, yeah, I'll just be chilling. I can do that though. Why do I only trade gold? I don't know. I just like trading gold. It has a lot of price action. This is the longest, bro. I've been on the charts for 2 hours, bro. I'm tired of looking at the chart. How do I tell you? I don't know how y'all do it. I know some people that be looking at the charts for like hours on a day, bro. I gotta be on the charts for like 10 minutes. 10 minutes is already pushing it. 5 minutes, look at the charts, 5 minutes, and I'm out of there. I'm setting my alerts and I'm out of there. I don't know how y'all do it, bro. Like I feel mentally drained right now. If price breaks above here. Cool. It'd be the TikTok live streamers. But yeah, let's see what price does for New York session tomorrow, or even London session, because price be moving during London session too. But let's see what price does. I have my alert set, so I'm chilling. And yeah, I am off the charts, bro. It is 10:35. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my night. I need to finish watching Scarface so bad. Like I haven't, I've never watched Scarface before. I've actually never watched a lot of the I've actually never watched a lot of the like I guess you can say iconic movies. Like I've never seen the Titanic. I've never seen that movie. I think somebody tried to get me to watch it. I fell asleep in like the first 15 minutes. I've never watched a lot of movies. I've never watched the first Batman. That's how bad it is. I've never seen the first Batman, so somebody said, wait, what did they say? That was funny. Hold on. The charts is where the money resides. You can't make the charts do what you want it to do. So technically the charts is not really like it's just here. Like I feel like the charts for me is more of like, I'm just waiting for something to happen. And then I press enter on my actual trade or like my trading app. It's like different. The trading app is where you make the money, but you only get on the trading app when the charts have alerted you to be there. So I don't know, just look at it differently. He said, "Don't visit India or you'll regret it." What did he say? All right. Anyways, all right, you guys. I'm finna get up out of here. I'm not gonna lie. We've been on here for 2 hours now. 2 hours is what you got out of me, bro. You got 2 hours out of me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. 2 hours. I could have. That's like a trip to New York. That's like a flight to New York. I could have been in New York. 2 hours. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. 2 hours. I could have went to dinner and did some shit. That's like that's everything. 2 hours is a long time. I love you guys though. I hope today was a very um educational day for you, and I'll try to do more of these. I don't know when the next one is. Just have the notifications on, I guess. However you do it, like the little bell thing, turn that thing on. And yeah, I'll be live again whenever I can. So see you guys. Love you guys.